Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 15th going to the 21st of April. So let's dive in. Before we do, winners have been announced over a week ago. 3 people don't even know that they've won. So make sure you go to my community page if you entered the giveaway because your name might be there. I did tag them in. So I would think that you would have a notification. But just in case that you didn't, go and check the post, okay? Because some of you have won okay, and you don't know it yet. Otherwise I'll have to pick some other people to replace that, okay? But anyway, go and check that out. But let's see, for my lovely Scorpions out there, let's see how you guys what you guys will be dealing with this week. You got number 44 here, woman holding a heart, coming in. So this could be you, Scorpio. You could be getting feeling very loving this week, feeling like your heart is opening. For others of you, this could be somebody else around you who has some interest in you, but we'll dive in a little bit deeper. Ooh, you have hostilities coming up, okay? That could be you, that could be someone else around you. Ooh, it felt strange in my belly. I want to get one more. Let's get one more. Woman holding a heart, hostilities. Either you guys are really dealing with and starting a fresh chapter by releasing any hostilities that you guys have had, whether that's still things that you're triggered about, holding resentment against. Like, it does feel like you're cleansing your heart space of that energy. Let me just sort out my screen. That could be where the new beginning is. For others of you, I do see that you are embodying a loving energy, which is nice. Regardless of your gender, I do see you as being this woman holding the heart here. Unfortunately, you can have a little bit of hate around you, which, you know, hurt people do try hurt people at the end of the day, and it does feel like somebody is a bit jealous or has hostilities against you. But it does feel like jealousy. It's like somebody doesn't know how to be in this energy, and someone's seeing you do something, and there's hostilities. Anyway, we're going to move away from that. We have the wild card as a glow up. That's also representing a little bit of travel, I was going to say. This can also be really about thinking big about your purpose. I'm almost seeing this as a little bit like the Two of Wands. Some of you need to know that some of you, a part of your purpose is to do with the collective, whether that is like in a very spiritual, psychic way, whether you're going to do tarot, whether you are being called to help people in some way, to help the world, environmental stuff. Like, I don't know if you're being called there. If you are, this message will resonate with you because it's, supposed to be doing that. Like, some charity or helping to heal the world in some sort of way. I'm sensing it like that, okay? Don't think small with it, okay? Think big. I do think that you're being called to that for a reason, okay? Don't be fearful about other people's opinions of it either with that hostilities card, okay? But anyway, for a lot of you, this is really about cleansing and healing your heart, okay? Removing any of that hostility. So let's carry on. We got other decks here for my lovely Scorpios. Ooh, who just had this? I think it was Cancer that just had this. The Y card. You guys are definitely tapping into your purpose here. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying that. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but whatever. The Y card is, as you can see, this lady, this lady is questioning things, and she's going into the Akashic Records book to reveal the answers. This card does come up when you're really trying to discover why you're here. That's why the Y is there, but it could be about why certain things have happened, why you're feeling called to do certain things. The Akashic Records book, for those who don't know, is a book that has your past lives in, your current life in, and your future lives in as well. So it basically has all the answers. So you guys are tapping into source energy to figure out the answers of why, of that why, whatever that why is to you. All right. You also have, okay, you have 2 cards here. Okay, so I'll show you the ones that showed up. You have mending. So this could be a little bit of reconciliation here, or kind of just, again, mending something that you felt was a bit broken, whether that's you healing yourself, healing partnerships around you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're allowing someone in your life, but it is about like moving on from it, mending the hole that they may have caused in your life and moving forward. And you're also building blocks, which is beautiful because it does say that things are really going to be working out for you. The building blocks card is like a card of independence, on working on yourself, on making the right choices to build your empire. This is really good for those of you who are self-employed or have your own business, or even just working up in an industry, because it says that you are really becoming very powerful. Your decisions are very important. What you let into your life, and the choices that you make in general are very important. All these bricks are coming in. She's having to decide whether they're worth being part of this legacy of this building that she's building, this thing that she's building, or whether they're not stable enough to be part of her life and her legacy. So you're seeking stability, so make sure that your choices are surrounding that. So if there's somebody coming in wanting to mend things, is this a solid brick in your life? Is this a solid foundation? But anyway, I love this. I really think you're really focused on making an impact, whether that's just in your life, in a small circle of people, or in a big world, whatever it is that you guys are feeling called to do. I really do sense that you're working on it. Right. You have self-worth coming through. Okay, building on that self-worth. The message behind this card is actually really about no one really needs to see what you see. If you have a vision, it is something that you're feeling called to go towards, to sit on, in this case, about being on the throne. No one else needs to see that you are worthy. Only you need to see that. The story behind this card is that the right person at the right time will be able to see the throne when they are worthy enough. And you're able to see the throne. So if you're able to see success, then you will be able to know that you are capable of achieving it. And I think that you're stepping into that energy now. Maybe you didn't believe in it before and you didn't really have any goals. Now that you're gaining the self-worth, now you're seeing those goals. I feel like this throne is representing your success and your purpose, okay? Or just a really amazing goal. Other people, though, might not see it. Other people might feel like you're not going to get there, Scorpio, but their opinion doesn't matter. Clearly, closed-minded people will always try to give you closed-minded dreams. So just pay attention to who you're getting advice from, okay? All right, let's get you another one. There's something about your desires definitely coming up here. You guys have grief here, Scorpio. You guys could be grieving something here. For those of you who are grieving, the story behind this card, again, this is your heart chakra. So it does feel like you're really cleansing your heart chakra, which I love. But you could really be dealing with grief at this time, or a lot of overwhelming emotions. Grief can be about people, pets, people who've passed. But it can also be about chapters that are closing. We can grieve an old version of ourselves. Okay, we can grieve an old chapter of our life. I do see that there's a lot of change happening for you. Sometimes we can really feel quite overwhelmed with the things that used to be. You know, the comfort zone we used to be in. You can grieve a life that looks like that. So whatever you guys are grieving, this card says it doesn't matter about other people's opinions about how you feel. If you need to purge something, if you need to grieve something, it doesn't matter how long ago it happened. If it's still something that's impacting you, you're allowed to grieve something, okay? Just don't get hung up on it, all right? Don't pause your life to grieve something, but grieving is a part of life, so make sure that you are allowing those tears to flow. Grief at the end of the day represents the fact that you really loved something and had a lot of feelings and appreciate something, so don't allow other people's opinions to get in the way of that, because people here are like, you're still crying over that dog, like happened ages ago and it's just a dog. That's really mean. So when it comes down to matters of the heart, be aware of other people's opinions and don't allow it to get to you, okay? All right, let's get you some keywords. Keywords, please. I'm seeing gymnastics, or I'm seeing ribbons. Like, I don't know why they're showing me that. I think it's just a show about like gymnastics or something. I don't know. Becoming more flexible. I don't know. You have adversity coming up here. The affirmation when we are going through adversity is here. This is, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So it's a really positive, open mindset to why we experience adversity. And you also have change coming up for you this week, okay? The affirmation for change is, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. This is probably where there is this kind of cycle ending and beginning. And we have this building blocks card. We have a lot of change happening for you, which is amazing because that means your energy is flowing. I do like it. All right, let's pull some tarot cards for you. Let's see your energy for the week, Scorpio. Scorpio's energy, please, Spirit. The Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah, girl. Or guy or whatever. The Queen of Wands is really a very attractive energy. It is ambitious. It is positive. She's very caring. She's very unique. So this is an energy that you guys are embodying. I do get a sense that even though there's grief and adversity here, I do think you're really trying your best, and you naturally have the tendency to be quite positive most of the time. So don't let grief and adversity make you think that you're a negative person. I don't think that you are. I think you've just been through a lot, and of course your heart is still healing. You're still dealing with that stuff, but this is really a card about being strong, caring for others, being unique, being bold, being assertive, not being afraid to stand out. So very beautiful energy. The Queen of Wands can sometimes come in saying that you're very attractive at this time. So this week you could have done something different to your appearance, or you're just rocking it and owning it a lot more. So you're naturally standing out this week. Okay, I think it's very important to mention that. Let's see what else is going on in Scorpio's energy. The Two of Swords. You guys are feeling at a little bit of a crossroads, feeling like you're having to make a major decision in your life at the moment. So let's see what this is about. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Hierophant. This could be about some kind of commitment. This usually is about marriage, or this could be about a relationship with somebody. But sometimes the Hierophant comes up for me when I read, when it's about any kind of like commitment to something, whether that's a contract, like a work commitment, or a project or collaboration, whatever it is, a decision. You're having to make a major decision about, or even ascending. So going to the next level of something is a decision here. Why is this a tricky decision? You have the Emperor. This could be about really stepping into a leadership role for some of you, or the Tower, the Emperor and the Tower. The Tower is about destruction, Scorpio. You guys probably know that already, because this is Scorpio energy. It's about destruction. It's about things falling apart because they're not built on the right foundation. Some of you, there's a message here. Trust your intuition, which is really what the Two of Swords is about anyways. Follow your gut instinct, even if the options aren't so clear to you. When it comes down to a person, if you feel like someone's a little bit, I'm hearing overpowering, but it's more of a sense of like controlling, or you just have a gut instinct about somebody and you're not sure whether to take things further, I would really say trust your gut instinct here, because you might be able to kind of predict a downfall before it actually happens. Just for some of you, okay? That's for some of you in terms of like a relationship or something, because the Emperor, the Tower is a little bit, it feels explosive, like a major argument happening here, like explosive. For others of you outside of that message, the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Emperor, if you feel like you're being called to lead, this could be a major awakening for you, where it really kind of changes your life. Okay, and you might not feel completely ready for it, because it does potentially require a lot from you. Like this new chapter does definitely require a lot from you. Like if you're starting your own business, for example, the Tower card is like a falling apart of something or a separation, but a lot of the time it can be like a major epiphany or something that really changes something in your life. So you could really be deciding whether or not it's worth to commit to something here. Let's carry on though. Let's see what this is about. Why is a Tower here? Temperance. Interesting. This is a card of harmony and patience. I would say don't go rushing into anything. I think it's very important, but you do have some divine protection. By the way, you do have some angels around you who are trying to help behind the scenes. The Emperor, Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, this will be around work. If there are problems, I do see them being resolved. Okay, like the Eight of Pentacles. If you are being called to be put in a leadership position, this may absolutely rock your world, but with the Temperance here, you're able to kind of rebalance yourself and actually see a lot of rewards. For some of you, something that you need to hear is that this is like a work in progress. When we are learning, we're bound to make mistakes, and that's okay. Like this is how we learn, is by And that's how we build skills, is by making mistakes and trying again. It's repetition. It's the more that you do something, the better that you get at it. So some of you need to understand that. Be patient with yourself if you're stepping into a new role or a new energy in your life. Like taking more control of your life definitely could be the case for some of you, okay? If this is, let's clarify the Hierophant. Knight of Cups came in, which is usually about romance. So for those of you who resonate with this in terms of romance, definitely could be like reconciliation coming up here, and that could be a decision that you're having to make. Definitely could be receiving a message from somebody to heal something with you. It doesn't have to be romance specifically. Some of you it will be though. I don't know how I feel about it. So I'll allow you guys to trust your intuition. I feel like that's because it'll be different for everybody. If you're dealing with a controlling person and someone who doesn't really have a lot of time for you, who's very like career focused, which is completely fine, but balance is needed. The Tower card here is not the best sign for relationships and marriage, okay? So just be aware of that. There may definitely be feelings for each other, but I don't know if it's a long-lasting situation, but that's just for a few of you. If you're already in a relationship and it's happy and the person's amazing and they treat you amazingly, then I'm not speaking to you. That's fine. Then if you're going through an issue with them currently, but it's nothing major, then again, there's reconciliation here and mending. So don't worry too much about it. If your life is fine in your romance sector, okay? It's only for those of you who are having to make a big decision. But let's carry on here. Let's go through the oracles. Let's look at the woman holding a heart. I feel like this is you cleansing yourself. I did not see the butterfly literally on her forehead here. So I feel like you guys are going through a major transformation when it comes down to your heart space. You have amazing stuff coming through. The Chariot and the Four of Wands is really about moving forward. I mean, for some of you, I will say this does look like some sort of engagement. So for some of you, that could be coming up for you guys. The Chariot is really about chasing your dreams, chasing your goals. And the Four of Wands is actually achieving them, reaching a milestone, reaching the goal. So I always see this as like the goal here is like what do you call it? The finish line. So for some of you, there definitely is a lot more determination coming through because of your heart space. So I think because you feel like you're healing, you feel like you're more ready for something, you've become more grounded. The Chariot here is really about determination. So, and you will be successful with whatever you're determined about at this time to do with your heart. What's the hostilities card here for? The Wheel of Fortune. This is a card of fate. It's a card of divine timing. It's a card of fate. Yeah, let me see what this is. It's also like expecting unexpected. So for some of you, could have a hidden enemy coming up here. The Five of Wands as well. Someone who may want to be in conflict with you. The Death card there as well. Like, clarify the hostilities. The Five of Swords. This is definitely someone who you had a falling out with. Five of Swords is, to me, it's a card of like a really bitter argument. You know, people just saying things for the sake of it, just to win an argument, but eventually end up losing the war. The Five of Swords is definitely like a falling out and a very bitter argument. It does feel like you're healed from it though. I will say you're healing or you've healed from this person. It feels like it's coming back around again. It's Mercury retrograde. Don't get mad at me if a message comes up. If it's not your ex or it's not a past person in your life, then that's completely fine. This is just definitely for somebody out there because it's coming up that way. The wheel's turning again. I feel like this is coming back round again. Scorpio. All right, let's see. Why is the Five of Swords here then? The Judgment card. That's interesting. This is coming up for you to surrender and release it. Judgment is a card of like sometimes about reconciliation or forgiveness. Doesn't mean you have to let anyone in. So before you start typing in the comments, don't come at me. It's about learning the lesson of something. This person that you fell out with, it's coming back up again because there is a lesson to be rediscovered or to discover of the situation and why it happened. It does feel like someone does still have hostilities, so I'm not saying they're coming in nicely, but judgment is like so that you can finally release it, because for some of you, you do still have hostilities because the way that it finished, things were left unsaid, things were a bit painful. Like the 5 is not a 10, it's not fully completed, and maybe you know that. So the Judgment is here to bring clarity to a situation for you to understand it and move on to the next level, okay? That's what I'm feeling with this card. Who is this person with hostilities? Page of Swords is exactly the hostilities card. Look at this. They're literally the same card. Page of Swords, someone who is watching, someone who is triggered. Yeah, people have a go at me for moving my hands so much, but it's how I express myself. Page of Swords, triggered, immature, jealous. Okay, so they're very immature. Whoever this person is could be a little bit younger than you. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be though. Could be a fire sign as well for some of you. King of Wands. There's a sense of ego and pride coming in here. I'm getting like, it's getting cold in your reading. All of a sudden, when I'm speaking about this person, it's very strange. I got very strong goosebumps at the moment. Okay. Why is this person holding hostilities over Scorpio? Two of Wands and a Page of Cups. That's interesting. Two of Wands is really like looking into the future and wanting to expand or think about where to go. The Page of Cups here usually is an apology coming in. So whether this person feels like you're going to apologize or they want to apologize for something or speak about something emotional with you, that could be the case. So, but why is there jealousy and envy though? The Six of Swords, moving on to better things. I think it's because they can see you moving on. Maybe they just feel the energy unconsciously. Maybe they don't know that you're moving on. I don't know. Some of you, if this is on social media, they definitely could be watching your page if they're not blocked. If they're blocked, then of course they can't do that. But they are curious. Page of Swords is curiosity. And I think energetically, they're coming back again because I do think you're actually closing the cycle out fully. Like you're moving on. You're moving towards much stable times. And it feels like maybe they can see that. This is so funny how this is showing up. I'm almost seeing, like, imagine this, they're looking out into the water and I feel like they see the ship is sailing. Maybe they want in your life. I don't know. Six of Swords is literally you traveling, moving on, moving forward. And I feel like they can see that. Interesting. All right. Let's have a little look and see what the wild card is about. Ten of Pentacles. This is how you're seeing your future, your legacy. Angels, Scorpio. This is really amazing success coming up for you. This is, again, leaving a legacy behind in the world. So I love that. For a lot of you, there's a lot of financial abundance in your future. If that's not what you're wanting or wishing for, whatever it is that is your end goal, you will absolutely get there. But you are opening a new beginning, the wild, a new cycle to be able to actually really fully start that. Okay, like to not only start it but to believe in it within yourself as well. With the wild and the King of Pentacles, financial stability, career success, absolutely. For a lot of you could actually get a career being in a spotlight, or again to do with something to do with the globe or the wild or community. What is the Y card here for? The Ten of Wands. What you could be asking, maybe the answer that you receive from the universe, definitely meditate, definitely think and tap in to your spirit guides here, because I do feel like there's a message here that's going to really help you release a chapter, which may be the thing that helps you move towards that Ten of Pentacles, that legacy. It feels like you are going to discover some information about your purpose that's really going to allow you to put an end to an exhausting journey and let go of a lot of baggage that maybe you've been holding on to. You could be asking yourself why you're still holding on to it unconsciously, why it's still impacting you. You're going to discover an answer here that's going to really help you move on and let go of all that burden you've been carrying. The Mending card. Definitely could be an air sign. We got the King of Swords coming through here. This is requiring a little bit more logic when it comes down to mending something. Libran energy and justice. That's about karma. That's about things being brought into balance, and fairness being here. I think somebody definitely wants to mend things with you so that they can have happiness with you, but that's down to you. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, so that's up to you. And that's something to do with happiness. There's a reason why someone's coming to you. One more for that, and we'll move on. King of Pentacles. This is an energy that you're stepping into, so maybe this person can see that. Building blocks. Let's see what you guys are building. Wanted 3, justice. You're building stability into your life. The 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is amazing because this really feels like you are feeling amazing. You're feeling emotional, but this is not a bad thing. This is you caring and you kind of wearing a heart on your sleeve and you loving life and you loving the things around you, like a very super beautiful vibe. And the 9 of Pentacles is also about financial stability and working for yourself or really building on something here and reaping the rewards from it. So there's a lot of gratitude coming in. There's a lot of beautiful feelings coming in for you. You're really gonna, I really feel like you're gonna really love your life, Scorpio. I really like that. Okay. So that's a really lovely way to end off your reading, my angels. I wish you guys all the best. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out over here. But I really appreciate you for being here with me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right.